Please open the scripture. Page 3. Page 3. The last line. Enter the Buddha's teachings. Reach the ultimate. Sure. May I attain perfect enlightenment with countless worlds. This line of scripture is praise this. All bodhisattvas' ultimate and complete achievement first, we need to understand what is the treasury of Buddha's teachings. Usually, it is explained as the inherent wisdom and virtue of the inherent nature. This is Buddha's treasury of teaching. Buddha is the Buddha's mind. Buddha nature is each and every one of us. Our own true nature. Buddhists often say the true mind and original nature of all beings, called Buddha's mind. All beings. These two words cover a wide range. Its original meaning is about the rise of harmony in the central planes, phenomena. So the scope here is extremely vast. All animals arise from the transformation and birth of animals. This is often mentioned in Buddhist scriptures. Using humans as an analogy, humans are composed of the 4 great elements and the 5 aggregates. They manifest through harmony and arise. The 4 great elements refer to physical forms. The form aggregate within the 5 aggregates is what we now refer to as matter. Feeling, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. These 4 are referred to as the mind. Instead, it is an animal. They are all the 4 elements and 5 aggregates, and the marvelous phenomena. Besides animals, there are also plants and minerals. Within plants and minerals, there is no presence of the latter 4 aggregates in the 5 aggregates. Only the form aggregate exists, which they inhabit. So, in terms of the 4 great elements, they possess all 4. They also arise from the combination of the elements. So, the concept of sentient beings is very, very broad. Thus, the true nature of all sentient beings. To be honest, it's a single heart. A single surname turns into many phenomena. Buddha, in this context, made a simple distinction for us. He said that the self-nature of animals is called Buddha nature. As for non-mineral, which means everything apart from animals, including natural phenomena, their self-nature is called Dharma nature. So, you should know that Dharma nature includes Buddha nature, but Buddha nature does not include Dharma nature. This is something we need to understand. Whether it's Buddha nature or Dharma nature, they are both referred to as Buddha here. The treasury of Buddha's teachings. So, the inherent wisdom of self-nature, and so on. Well, plants and minerals, they have virtues, but no wisdom. As for animals, sentient beings have wisdom, and so on. These insentient beings have virtues, but no wisdom. The difference lies here. So all sentient beings, as long as they have Buddha nature, will become Buddhas. They should all become Buddhas. When sentient beings become Buddhas, let me tell you, insentient beings will follow and transform. The dependent retribution follows the proper retribution. Atamsika Sutra said, sentient and insentient beings share the same origin and aspiration. This is the principle. Insentient beings cannot transform on their own. They're alive. When wisdom is fully realized, the insentient will transform along with it. This is the principle of dependent retribution following proper retribution. As it is, this is what we call proper equality. The wisdom and virtues inherently possessed by self-nature are fully revealed. They are expressed. All can be utilized. This is called Confucianism. In the Mahayana teachings, whose treasury of the Buddha's teachings? It is revealed. In other words, who enters this treasure trove of the wisdom and virtues of self-nature? The blessed Tathagata. They are like that. They have attained it. It is said that virtue is very reluctant. What is there to attain or not attain? It is inherently possessed by self-nature. Therefore, it is said in the discourse that perfect enlightenment returns to non-attainment, because non-attainment is what you originally have. If it wasn't there originally, then obtaining it now is called attainment. If it was there originally, this is about restoration, not attainment. There is no gain or loss at home either. Our current self-nature, wisdom, and instincts are not available. They cannot be expressed. We live a very difficult life. Very tough days. Say, can the wisdom and virtues within the original nature of the 90 be clearly expressed? We haven't developed much. The reason lies. This matter, it's easy to talk about. But it's really hard to do. Say, at the very least, one must talk about insight and cut off troubles. When the dust settles, troubles are also cut off. 41 levels are unnamed. At the very least, one must break through the first level. Only then can one enter the treasury of the Buddha's teachings. This treasury of the Buddha's teachings, in other words, is the true mind and original nature, as discussed in Zen Buddhism. To understand the mind and see one's nature. Understanding the mind and seeing one's nature is to enter the development of Buddhism. To be able to enter the treasury of the Buddha's teachings is to become a master of the Dharma body, as mentioned in the Avatamsaka Sutra. This is not an ordinary person. A master of the Dharma body becomes a Buddha. Although their achievement is not yet complete. They have only broken through one level of ignorance, truly manifesting one part. They then have the ability change Dharma realm, guide soul. As described in the Universal Door chapter, whatever form is needed for liberation, they can manifest that form. If liberation is to be achieved through the form of a Buddha, they can manifest the 8 phases of attaining the path. So everyone should understand the worldly mind of manifesting the path. It does not mean that they have truly and completely achieved the Buddha land. It doesn't mean that, but it definitely signifies attaining a partial realization of the fruit. This is certain. They have the ability to realize it. Therefore, what we see in the teachings, above the course annotations, the annotations and forms are directed towards the stages. A total of 41 positions, including the lamps. All are called partial realization positions, not complete. So this phrase, entering the treasury of the Buddha's teachings, is a partial realization position. The 41 positions signify major events. The next phrase is nearing the other shore, and when you add nearing, it becomes complete. This phrase is wonderfully exquisite. From the partial realization position to the wonderfully enlightened position. This place is talking about these things. Bodhisattvas, these are the bodhisattvas of the Western Pure Land. They have this ability. How should we learn today? People who recite the Buddha's name know. In the Pure Land school, discussing the treasury of the Buddha's teachings is another way of teaching. Although the teachings are different, they are easy to understand. There are no 2 sides. The treasury of the Buddha's teachings is like Amitabha's dust and moon sea. Confidently and fully develop. We recite continuously. To be born in the Western Pure Land. Continuously practice aspiring. To join Amitabha Buddhas, Assembly of Shame, and the Ocean Gathering. Being able to join the Lotus Pool Assembly is entering the treasury of the Buddha's teachings. This is the teaching in our Pure Land school. Seeing Amitabha. As the ancients said, once you see Amitabha, why worry about not attaining enlightenment? That enlightenment is the Zen school's realization of one's true nature and becoming a Buddha by seeing one's nature. From this we can understand this. Seeing the Buddha. It's equivalent to the Great Enlightenment. In Zen Buddhism, the stage of understanding one's mind. However, within the Zen school, reaching this state through the method of contemplation is difficult. It's extremely difficult. In this era, it's almost unseen. Master Tan Shu. Compared to our era, it was half a century earlier. the Venerable Master. Often, he would guide the younger generation. He said in his own lifetime, he had seen many, both monks and lay people, many virtuous practitioners. He said he had achieved concentration, achieving Zen focus. He often heard about someone's Zen concentration. For example, the Zen master, Chu Yan. Everyone knows this. Zen master Chu Yan attained Zen concentration. Did he get enlightenment? We don't know. Master Tanzu said no. In his lifetime, he had never seen or heard of anyone achieving enlightenment. So Master Tan was from the same era as Master Xu Yan. It seems that Zen Master Xu Yan was included in this. Master Tan was certain he attained Zen concentration, but he couldn't confirm his enlightenment. Attaining Zen concentration is not easy without making a vow. In the future, one will certainly be reborn in the fourth dhyana heaven, which holds a very high position. The blessings are immense. We know that Master Shu was the pure court, Maitreya, Bodhisattva. He truly ascended to the inner court of Tushita heaven. This is absolutely true. This purity, Maitreya Bodhisattva. So, we who recite the Buddha's name must understand the key to practice. Reciting the Buddha's name to become a Buddha. Direct and steady indeed. Quick and reliable. This is how we approach the other shore, by using the method of reciting the Buddha's name. Reciting the Buddha's name is the cause, becoming a Buddha is the effect. These two lines show us the method to achieve it. After being reborn in the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss, in the state of cause, great fortune can all be realized. Within the four great vows, sentient beings are innumerable. I vow to save them all. So, being reborn in the Western Pure Land of ultimate bliss. Even if one is reborn at the lowest level, there, great vow to save all sentient beings can all be fulfilled. Unlike here in our world, our aspirations and methods fall short. As the saying goes, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. This is in our world. The Western world is different. Even those who are reborn at the lowest level, in the land of common residence with differentiated teachings, have not completely eliminated their afflictions and habitual tendencies. He can reach it. Silence, the void transforms into the Dharma realm. Offerings to all Buddhas transform sentient beings based on what? It is said that the whole of equality is the value of Amitabha, Buddha's 48 vows. This point, we must not be unaware of it. Only then do we realize the supreme uniqueness of the Pure Land Dharma door. Any Dharma door in the world or beyond cannot compare to it, can it? In this life, we have the affinity to encounter it. It's not by chance. Things aren't that coincidental. The Buddha mentioned in the Sutras that it takes immeasurable good roots, merits, and conditions to encounter it in this life. After encountering it, can we achieve it in this life? It's truly as described in Buddhist scriptures. Those who encounter it can be divided into 4 categories. Their skills differ. People with superior roots. I think when they hear they become devoted and diligently practice, following the teachings throughout their life. They are certain to be reborn. These are the people with the highest roots. The next level down, they cannot be self-motivated. They easily become lazy and slack off. They need encouragement from others. They need a system of good knowledge. They can do it as long as they receive encouragement. They can also strive hard. They can cut off delusions, cultivate diligently, and seek rebirth through chanting Buddha's name, no problem. They can also be reborn. The third type of person has slightly inferior roots. They need medicinal guidance. They are diligent and sincere. Only after persistent persuasion do they turn back. It's quite difficult. That's why it's said that the beings in this world are stubborn and hard to transform. But the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas manifest in this world. No matter how difficult, they are not afraid. They have wisdom and skillful means. They patiently and earnestly guide you. Over time, this society, you suffer losses and are deceived many times. You hit many obstacles, then you turn back. You can succeed. The fourth type of person, even though they encounter it, their views are incorrect. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas come to advise them, but they still can't turn back. We see this a lot. After studying Buddhism for a few years, they go to learn from other paths. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas come to guide them, but they can't respond. This is one's own karmic obstacles. Troubles, habits are too heavy. Encountering bad influences outside. These bad influences are nothing more than fame and profit. Being tempted by fame and profit outside. Inside, there is greed, anger, ignorance, and arrogance. When these internal and external factors combine, one goes astray. Then they leave This is very unfortunate. Buddha does not abandon others. The Buddha is still waiting for him to turn back, but he won't turn back in this life. Wait for the next life. Then, if he doesn't turn back in the next life, maybe in the life after that. To be honest, we shouldn't laugh at others. We ourselves are this kind of people. We didn't just start reciting Amitabha today, not just in this life. Only then did we start practicing Pure Land. In past lives, life after life, who knows how many times we've encountered this Dharma door, yet as soon as someone tempted us, we ran off. We're fortunate to still be here, taking it slow. Let's hope in this life we can be a bit smarter and not run away again. We can achieve it in this life. This point. The teachings of the ancients. Their methods were ingenious. They were very thorough in their precautions. This is what we refer to as the four vehicles in worldly and transcendental teachings. So, when we take someone as our teacher, we learn from this teacher. We stick with this teacher. When I learn from a teacher, I must listen to what the teacher says. If someone else comes to teach me and I listen to them and follow them, then I'm not really learning from this teacher, am I? This is what worldly people call betraying one's teacher and abandoning the path. So in the past, teachers had strict rules for their students. Apart from learning from their own teacher, any other wise and knowledgeable person giving lectures or teachings was not to be listened to. This precaution was good. Students would not be misled. Why is that? Because when students are just starting out, their wisdom hasn't developed yet. Worldly teachings and Buddhist teachings. What is true and what is false? What is right and wrong, good and evil, even, down to benefits and harms. Beginners, like wisdom and cannot discern. Don't even talk about distinguishing truth from falsehood or right from wrong. You don't have the ability to discern. Even the most straightforward, immediate benefits and harms, you can't tell them apart. You don't know which things are beneficial to you and which are harmful. So being a student comes with certain conditions. Being a teacher comes with certain responsibilities. As a student, you must obey your teacher, respect your teacher, and value the teachings. Once we've chosen a teacher, we must listen to what they say.